Ryan Fraser, assisted by the stroke of luck needed by any side hoping to avoid relegation, secured Bournemouth's first win in 9 games as Eddie Howe's with an 88th-minute goal that also brought an end to Sam Allardyce's unbeaten start as Everton manager. Fraser had put Bournemouth ahead with a superb first-half volley, but Eddie Howe's side seemed set for another home disappointment. They had only won twice at the Vitality Stadium before this game when Idrissa Gueye equalised midway through the second half. Had Everton held on for a point, they would have had Jordan Pickford to thank after the goalkeeper produced a string of excellent saves. As it was, Allardyce, unbeaten in 7 games coming into this game, will leave the South Coast even more determined to strengthen his squad as quickly as possible, and in particular up front. For Howe, victory brought relief after a testing period when the manager has come under growing pressure. Bournemouth's defensive frailties were again in evidence, but the manager can be satisfied his team are playing with a growing confidence that was rewarded when Fraser cut in from the left and saw his shot deflect off Phil Jagielka and past Pickford in the final moments of the game. Fraser's first strike was only the third Everton had conceded in 9 games. Getty. Howe named an unchanged starting lineup following his side's late recovery to earn 3-3 draw with West Ham here on Boxing Day. That result was disappointing in the context of the club's desperate need for a win, but Howe insisted he saw signs of recovery in the performance and called for his players to match the tempo and energy that earned them a point against David Moyes' side. In that respect, the manager had cause to be satisfied with his side's first-half display. The home side was certainly the most positive during the opening stages, but their initial failure to translate territorial dominance into clear chances suggested this might be another long afternoon for Howe, when Bournemouth did work their way through an Everton defence that has looked increasingly well drilled and organised since Allardyce took charge. They found Jordan Pickford a formidable barrier to goal, with the keeper twice saving well. First from Callum Wilson when the forward had broken clear in the visitors' penalty area, and then again to deny Jordan Ibe's low drive after the former Liverpool winger had done well to create an opening on the edge of the box. Jordan Pickford was put under pressure from the Bournemouth attackers. Getty. Everton, though, were offering little by way of response, with Dominic Calvert-Lewin isolated up and starved of meaningful service from a midfield that struggled to inject any fluency to the visitors' play. And when Allardyce's side did manage to exert their first meaningful spell of pressure, finally piecing together a passing move that stretched the home side before Calvert-Lewin directed a header wide, they were caught out by a combination of James McCarthy's misjudgment and the pace of Bournemouth's counter-attack to concede Fraser's 33rd-minute opening goal. Short of options in front of him, McCarthy misdirected a pass intended for Phil Jagielka into the path of Callum Wilson. Wilson grabbed the opportunity, racing deep into the Everton half before releasing Josh King on the right to deliver a cross towards the unmarked Fraser, who produced an excellent acrobatic volley to beat Pickford. Gueye equalised for Everton in the second half with a fine finish. Getty. Allardyce reacted by introducing Wayne Rooney in place of McCarthy at half-time in an attempt to inject more life into his side's forward play. The former England captain had missed the last 2 games because of illness, and his presence helped finally galvanise the Toffees as an attacking force. Rooney's sharp turn and shot gave Osmir Begovic, the Bournemouth keeper, his first nervy moment in the 57th minute, and led indirectly to the equaliser after home defender Steve Cook matched McCarthy's earlier error and played his attempted clearance straight to Jafi Sigurdsson found Omar Niasse on for Calvert-Lewin, and the striker quickly laid off for Idrissa Gueye to finish well from 12 yards. Ryan Fraser gave Bournemouth a first-half lead. Getty. As impressive as Rooney's initial contribution was, he was guilty of almost gifting Bournemouth the chance to restore their lead when his unnecessary back heel conceded possession on the edge of the Everton area, allowing Simon Francis to exchange passes with Dan Gosling. Francis' low cross found Wilson, but the forward's first-time shot drew another fine save from Pickford. Bournemouth 4-4-2. Begovic 6. Francis 6. S. Cook 5. Ake 6. A. Smith 7. IBE 6. L. Cook 6. Arter 77. Gosling 7. Fraser 8. King 6. Afobe 38. 6. Wilson 7. Mused 85. Subs: Boric, Pugh, Arter, Daniels, Simpson. Everton 4-1-4-1. Pickford 9. Kenny 6. Keane 7. Jagielka 6. Martina 6. Schneiderlin 5. Lennon 6. McCarthy 5. Rooney 46. 7. Gay 7. Balassi 71. Sigurdsson 6. Calvert-Lewin 6. Niasse 54. 7. Subs: Robles, Williams, Davies, Holgate. Referee: Lee Probert 7.